Hello class, this is me, Mr. C, and today we're going to start inking our drawing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get a lot of ink on your brush, dip the whole brush in ink, and kind of, make some marks on your paper, just to get the flow of it, right? So after you get a good little, feel for the ink, do the same thing and come over to your drawing. So what drawing is and painting and all these forms of art, really what it is just having confidence, right? Confidence that you're not going to mess up and that you can do it. So let's go on it. Let's do it. Start off with the nose. Like this. So now, come over here and remember, this ink is very good. You don't need to be dipping it in a lot. This is the first time I've dipped this brush into that ink. So this is gonna last me a while. Remember, if you wanna make a very crisp line, the thing I like to do is control my breathing, right? If I'm breathing a lot, my brush could possibly move, right? If I kind of focus on my breathing, I can make a straight line, right? Instead of making a line that looks like this. So I'm gonna dip my brush again into the ink. And I'm gonna work over here on the head. So I'm kind of pushing my brush a little bit because I wanna make this brush stroke a little bit more thick. And the same thing over here, like if you wanna make it thinner, you pull away. If you wanna make it thicker, you press down. So because this is still a little wet, I'm gonna come over here and start working on the mouth. I'll stop right here. I'll come back. All right, work on his teeth a little bit. Remember, control your breathing. Be very delicate with the touch. Little hairs right here. Look, I'm pulling away. If I want it to be a thicker line, I'm pressing. If I want it to be thinner, I'm pulling away. All right? So as you can see, it's getting a little lighter. I'm gonna come in and dip it into the ink again. You don't need that much ink. Come over here, make a couple lines just to see where I'm at. Now let's go back. So, drawing, painting, using this ink has to do with a lot of confidence, right? You gotta believe that whatever you're doing is gonna be all right. If you start questioning yourself, that's when you start making a mistake, right? Control your breathing. I'm gonna press my brush a little bit because I want it to be a little bit thicker. Okay, so I'm basically done with the mouth right there. Now I'm gonna come over here and move on to the ears. So when I notice it's a little light, I don't want it, I'm gonna dip my brush into the ink again. Remember, always have a practice sheet. Bring it over there. Now I'm gonna come over here and finish this ear. A couple of lines right here to show that this ear has a little bit of value. Now let's go over into the other ear. Same exact thing. Right, same exact thing. All right, I'm gonna press, let go. So I'm gonna let things dry for a little bit. Just a little bit. Ink dries extremely quickly. Ink is a lot like water. It dries very quickly. So I'd say if that's not good, it's about right. Now let's go into the eyes. Now, again, to give myself more leverage, I'll put my hand like this. Kind of just force myself to be a little bit more deliberate with the way I use the brush. There we go. Okay. So the thing about these terriers is that they have this black right here around the face. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of add some little strokes over here. Okay, I'm gonna dip my brush one more time. All right, remember, come over here, kind of see what the brush is doing. Now I'm gonna come in and get that dark. Boom. More detail with that. Okay, cool. So that's the Boston Terrier. Now what I want to do, I want to start working on this Greyhound. A lot of you did this. I want to see some of you doing this as well. If you've already finished this and you want to try this, you can do it freehand. But yeah, let's do it. Here we go. So again, I'm going to dip my brush completely in. I wanted to see it like this, right? I want to see it like this. I'm going to come over here, kind of get some of that ink off the brush. I'm going to start with the head. Again, you have to have confidence. If you don't have confidence, that's when you start messing up, okay? Look, I'm not worried if I'm going to mess up this drawing or not, because truthfully, let's say if I were to mess it up in this little video, I'll find a way to fix it. I don't care about that. Get the ears. Remember, press to make it thicker, pull away to make it lighter, right? Press thick, pull it away to make it light. So right now I'm working right here, okay? I might have to dip my brush here in a bit. See how I'm pulling away? And really all I'm doing is just going over the lines I've already done. That's it, right? That's all you have to do. When you draw a picture and you ink it, you're not always going to get the same exact marks you did with the drawing with the ink. That's not possible. And that's the cool thing about it. You get to change the drawing a little bit. All right, let's get back to it. So this is the big line. I'm going to do this line right here. Start from right here. Remember, I'm pulling away. Work up to the neck. All right, here I go. There's his arm right here. Notice I'm doing this very fast. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's not going to be as quick for you, but that's okay, right? Let's bring this down. Remember, I'm pulling away. Okay, that's one hand, one arm, sorry. Loop, loop. Okay, great. So, as this is drawing, I'm going to come back over here and work on the head. Put some detail in the ear. Look, I'm not painting like this. You're not going to get anywhere like this. Right? You're not look at this. That's not going to do you any good. You're going to dip your brush completely like this. Right? See the marks you make, and you're going to want to pull away. Okay? This is this is going to be too hard. So, let's go back. Let's dip this brush. Let's finish this drawing. We're almost done. Let's finish this painting. We're almost done. Let's go right here. I got a lot of ink on my brush. And I saved it for this part because I want to use all the ink on this brush right now to finish this drawing. I don't want to dip my brush anymore. Okay. Okay, here's his tail. Might add a little bit of details right here. Why not, right? I still got some ink on my brush. Okay. So, after I'm done with my brush, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure all the ink is out of my brush. And that is it, right? Here's our Boston Terrier. Here's our Greyhound. Good luck. Remember, a lot of this is just having confidence. You can do this. I've seen you do work like this before. Y'all have a good day.